If you are new to self-publishing, you might be asking yourself, like, do I need to use my real name? And we've actually had a lot of comments about if it's safe to use a pen name. And in this video, we're going to talk about just live chat, just kind of about the pros and cons. I shouldn't say live, but real chat, the pros and cons of self-publishing with a pen name. My name is Jenny Hansen Lane. I have 102 pen names right now. Now, some of these were by accident, and some of these I'm just trying to learn as fast as I can. You really only need 3 or 4 pen names until you start having profitable niches. One of the reasons that I say limit it to 4 is because Author Central, which is a separate website than KDP, that is where you go to actually claim your pen names and connect them to your books. Now, here's the confusing part. Amazon, when you upload a book and you put in the author, that is the moment that a pen name is created, okay? And then when the book is live, you can go to author.amazon.com and look for your book and then actually build out your pen name by giving it a social media photo and even a bio. You even have the accessibility to put in a URL if you are building a social media for this pen name or if you even have a website. There are even features that Canva, the creation software that allows you to add a domain, and you can actually use Canva as if you already pay for Canva, you can have a free landing page. So that's really powerful. One of the things that I love about using a pen name, though, is the ability to test out a niche. If you Google my name on Amazon, you see a bunch of random books that don't make any money. That was like when I was in test mode. You'll see a couple personal brand books that, my first book was the Radical Authenticity Guide. But then once I saw that you could start making side income from different types of books, I knew that I wanted to focus on that ability to make side income without it matching my name. And one of the reasons for that is because I am multi-passionate. I thought this was a sin. Just kidding. I thought this was a bad thing. And one of the reasons that I thought it was a bad thing is you guys, if you're not in America, I would love to know what your experience was growing up. But in the Western world, like in America, people ask what you want to be when you grow up. And so we have been conditioned to think that that is like one thing, which is weird, especially like religiously, because you can't just be one thing. Like I'm a mom, but I'm a wife before I'm a mom, and I'm a child of God. So like I'm 3 things right now. Even like those 3 things give me different ideas to publish about. Like it's wild. And so if you are multi-passionate, like it's actually a flex, it's actually a creative strength because you like multiple things. That's an important part of self-publishing. And if I was going to create something, religiously, or if I was going to do something religious, then I might use a different pen name than if I'm just talking about like being a mom, because those kind of are separate and it's okay to be combined. So we use pen names to be able to establish our identity, our brand in certain categories. And so if I was doing joke books for my kids on hockey, I would want to create like an entire little pen name around that identity. So when someone comes and clicks on that pen name, they see like 8 to 10 books that are like perfect for the hockey lover. I love that. So you've heard me talk about in previous videos, like if I gave you $5,000 to open a brick and mortar store, and like the majority of your bulk was for a sign that you put outside, what would you want it to be called that would attract that ideal customer? There's a lot of brands that are so big, it's not a good example to follow, right? Like Chick-fil-A or like McDonald's or McDonald's. But there's other ones that are like, that is very brand specific. So when we talk about pen names, I'm not making up a name like Jane Pepper. I just saw a sign that said Dr. Pepper next to my computer. I'm not, I really want the customer to be like excited about the brand. And it's okay if we use names, but I have had a lot of success by building out brand names that feel like a little shop, right? And so if I'm going to do hockey, I wish I knew more about hockey to actually give you good examples, but maybe like I would call it like the Field House bookshelf, like I would do something. Now, Amazon has updated their terms and conditions when we are picking pen names. And the most important thing is that we don't mislead the customer. So we can't use words like best selling, right? And so maybe my pen name is Frozen Field House Haven, right? Like it's like a hockey person would be like, "Oh, this is a cool bookshop. It's all about hockey for kids." Okay? When we say that riches are in the niches, it's because when you can tap into one particular customer like that, you can make 10 times more money. Okay. And this is also true like when you're developing a pen name to give it the attention and honor it deserves, right? Like I have found books that make $1,000 a day on Amazon, and there's only one book under that pen name. And to me, I see that not only as a disservice to the customer, but also an opportunity for that self publisher to make way more money by giving the customer more. And I say that because when you buy something for someone you love, like if you can find multiple things that they love, you're going to do it, right? And so use that strategy when you're using pen names to develop out something bigger that really gives the customer a fun experience where they want to come back for more. I also think when you use pen names to establish a brand and you have multiple products, the word of mouth goes a little bit further. I've seen people say, like, oh, I got this book and they had more, so I got multiple. You see that in the reviews. So the reviews on Amazon give us clues that the pen names work with multiple books. And so I do think it is safe. We got the question, is it safe to use a pen name? I think it's the safest. I think it's the most fun because it gives you the autonomy, it gives you the ability to test things out and see what you love. So, I actually have a free training coming up. I'd love for you to attend. So, I'm going to just put the link below, right below here. But let me know what questions you have about pen names and about leveraging any type of you know, whether it's for privacy or you're passionate. That is the biggest thing. Is like I know that you are not a one-dimensional person. I know that you have skills and resources and expertise that can help people in more than one way, right? That is like part of the beautiful thing about being a human. And so I know that you have gifts and talents that don't just fit in like one category that Amazon makes up for us to like fit ourselves into. So be kind to yourself and give yourself permission to publish often. Give yourself permission to use your creativity for good and impact people. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, drop in the comments what videos you'd like to see and what questions you have. The questions are always, I always say information leads to inspiration. And so that's something that you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.